Hello, hello, hello. It is Tuesday. Another fun video for you today. I've got lots of artwork today actually we're going to make online and share with you. Yes, it works by George. Look at this. The gadgets are doing what they need to do. Oh, I love it. Well, they're kind of doing what I need them to do. So as always, say who you are, say hello, where you're watching from, because it's always fun to see who's here. Pamela Dirth, you're here with me. Hello, hello, hello. So let me just get the lighting right on this and hopefully it will work. All right. So we have a new travel themed paper which we released, and it is so much fun. I was just seeing if I could find the packet, but it's gone on walkabout, so I don't know where it's gone. But I decided, because it was travel themed, I would do a mini album. This is one of the 6x8 mini albums. Okay, it's just so I'm going to give you reference numbers just so you know. It's 163883, and it's basic black, and it's got almost like a linen cover, and then it's this craft surface. Now my sweet friend Carrie Jones made an album, and I must admit I looked at it and thought, oh my gosh, that is so super cute. So the album is D-Ring. I'm going to open it up in a minute and show you, but I want it to be a surprise. And then it has these pockets. Okay, so this is a variety pack of page protectors, which is all different size pockets. I haven't even used all of them, and I've got room for a stack of photos. I'm going away next week, as you know, so I'm going to put photos in it, and then I'm going to show you the complete album. I'll show you some of what I've done tonight already, but the reference number for this 144205. Okay, so I've used the on the go paper, and obviously I'm going to Disney, so I thought I would make it Disney themed. I've also added in some of these puffy shapes that match the paper, and I've also used the twine, and it comes in 3 colors. It comes in the red and the green and the blue, so it comes in 3 colors. There's a pack of them, and then because I wanted to have some gems in this album as well, I've gone ahead and I've used the 165561, which are the neutral matte dots, and you can see I've used a lot of the black ones. Okay, so that's what I've used so far on this album, and like I said, my friend Carrie was the inspiration, and then I've just taken it and made it my own. I've taken some of her ideas because they were great ideas that she had, and then I've expanded on them. All right, so let me show you what I've done. She also used, and I'm just trying to find them on my desk, and they are right here. She also added in these. Now these are on last chance, so this is a great time to get them if you want them while they're still available, and they are called the Pocket Thought Dies 163552. Now I'm not sure if they've already gone. They were on last chance and they were reduced. There's 3 different sized pockets. When I saw her use them, I thought, oh my god, I need these pockets in my life. They're adorable. They'd be good for a card, they'd be good for scrapbook pages. I've used them in this album. They are just so much fun and reduced in price, so make sure you check those out, the Pocket Dies. Obviously today the catalogue goes live with all brand new products, our new annual products. I'm not going to go into a lot of it tonight with you because I have a lot of artwork to share with you, but make sure you go check that out. All right, so let me show you what I've done so far with this album. Yes, look at this. Isn't this the cutest? Give me some loving. Give me some thumbs up if you love this album, because I do. You know where the alphabet and the numbers came from. It's the alphabet a la mode. I use this set all the time because it is absolutely adorable. Yes, it's this one here. You know, it's my go-to alphabet set. It's perfect for cards, it's perfect for scrapbook pages, it's absolutely perfect for mini albums. And you can see where I hand cut around some of the paper in the on-the-go paper, and then you can see here are my puffy dies, my puffy shapes, and then those black gems that I just showed you. It just adds a little bit. Now I tied my ribbon, I tied all 3 pieces together, and I tied them all the way around the inside of the the front cover and then tied them in a bow on the front, which I think adds a little bit of texture and a little bit of fun to the front of it. Okay, I know I need to move across a little bit so that you can see all the pages. Let me just move this out of the way. I'll prop them up down there and then I shall lose them. Oh, I'm going to keep that on my lap. Okay, so here we go. So this was the first page that I made. Again, I've cut this out of the paper, just hand trimmed. Little bit of the twine around the hole in the tag, and then hand trimmed out the images of the luggage and the passport. I have made layouts as well. I will show you those layouts if I can put my hands on them. Apparently not right this second, but that's okay. We'll just go through the mini album today, so it just makes it easier. Here's page number 2. We've got this puffy sticker, and a lot of the photos I've used are 4x3s. And why do I use 4x3s? You know that I'll use them with the app called Project Life, because I can put 2 4x6 photos into 2 3x4 photo wells, and they will shrink them. They're not going to crop them, they will shrink it so it'll keep its size. Then I can print it as a 4x6 and I haven't lost any of the information. The pockets on these pages are 4x6s and 3x4s. Those are your 2 sizes that you're going to use. And again, I've added a 3x4 photo mat to a 4x6 photo piece so that I could tie that paper together. I'm going to go super quickly through these. Here's one of these pockets. So here I use this medium pocket, and so now I've got some areas that I can put tags in, I can put tickets in, or wristbands, or whatever I wanted to add in here, and then the photos above. I could do my journaling on this piece as well. On this page we just have the 4 photos, and again I might come back in and add some more embellishments and some paper to these pockets. Until I have my photos printed and in the pockets, I won't really know what I want to put in. Again, here's another one that decorated up. This is one of the 4x6 pieces that came printed on the paper that I've just trimmed down. And then I've made the Mickeys. The Mickeys are just made of circles. These 2 circles for his ears are from the Tags to Go stamp set and die cuts, which is the die and stamp that match the paper. So I used this little key ring circle effort, whatever you want to call it. It's just a little round tag. I used this for the ears, and the circle, the larger, slightly larger circle, and it's only a little bit larger, is from Spotlight on Nature. You know, my favorite go-to circle die set. And then the puffy sticker, and then look at the little sunglasses that I hand trimmed out of the paper. Yep. And then here we go, here's another pocket. This time I've used the large pocket and matted it. And again, I've got plenty of room to put tickets or journaling inside that little pocket there, which I think it's come out really, really cute. I am loving this. We then have the... I'm hoping that I'm still live. Can you give me some thumbs up if I'm live? My iPad has just gone offline. So can you still see me? Can somebody tell me in the comments if you can still see me and hear me? I need to know if you can still hear and see me, because this has got... Oh, yep, you can. Okay, I'm going to carry on. I don't know what's going on over here. So bear in mind, I can't see you without standing up. So I'm just going to keep going. So this, let's move this out of the way. I have no idea what the heck's going on with that. Oh, who says that technology makes it easier? Not me, not today. Again, another journaling spot here. Added a gem, added one of the puffy stickers. Okay, I'm going to have to stand up because I can't see what you can see. And again, this is another page where I'm going to add photos, and I may add embellishments. It depends what I've got. Another pocket, again, the medium pocket with a little bit of the paper trimmed out. And then one of this time, this black piece is this tag here. So I think they're kind of fun shapes. I'm going to show you where I've used them again in a minute. And again, cutting it out of the paper another journaling spot. This piece was longer, so I just cut it down so that it would fit in my pocket. And I've just used 3D foam to attach it to my page. It's on the outside of my page protector. Okay, again, nothing on these 2 pages, ready for photos. Here, again, here's another of those 4x6 journal pieces. The nice thing is the paper is 12 by 12. You just turn it and cut it at 4 inches, turn it and cut it at 6 inches, and it fits that pocket. A few of the puffy stickers and a few of the gems, and we are good to go. And then on the last page, this is what I've got so far. This is my end journaling spot. I added a hand-trimmed piece and some puffy stickers and the gems. And so I am super excited. So I've already got I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've already got 8 pages in there. As you can see, there's loads of room in here. It's a nice D-ring. It's a really sturdy album. Loving this. I can put, you know, Orlando 2025 or Incentive Trip 2025 on the spine. And like I said, I've still got page protectors that I could use in this album, or I could use in another album, depending on how many photos you take. Hang on, let me fish them out. So I've still got 4 more sets of pages to go in here. So lots of room for photos. I hope you like it. This is a super cute stamp set. The tags to go. So you've got the date, congrats, you're going places, and then you can see all the dies, the little padlock and the keys, different keys. And I'm going to show you another piece of artwork where I use this paper. So hang on a minute. Let me move this out of the way. I decided, because I bought the travel themed pack, which gave me the stamp set and the paper. It also came with these suitcase treat boxes, the reference number 165580. And I have to tell you, I am obsessed with these things. They're food safe, so you could put cookies in them or candy in them. You could put treats at a birthday party or a graduation party, wedding favors, baby shower favors. You could put anything in them. I may well stockpile these and do them for Easter. You could give them as a travel themed gift to your friends if you're away on vacation with them. There's a set of 12 in them and they come flat. Okay, so this is what I did. Let me again stand up so that you can see it. This is one of the little suitcases that I used some of that on-the-go paper that I just shared with you, and then I cut out using the dies. So here we go. So you can see that the dies that I used this die here and I cut it out of the green paper. I used this die here, which I'd cut in black on the mini album. This is the white one, obviously, and then I cut the little padlock. And how cute is that? I added a few gems, added the twine. If you can see, I'm hoping, yes you can, I added the wink of Stella, so that added that little bit of shimmer and shine to my padlock to give it a more metallic look even. And obviously the words congrats came from here. Here are those puffy stickers. Aren't they cute? You can see them. They're like squishy. I like them. And then I just added some sequins from my cupboard. So I cut my paper down. I've edge distressed it, as you can see. And then I went around it and added this black cardstock so it looked like the banding on a suitcase. They just open like a little box. How cute is that? Isn't that adorable? So it's a nice size box. It's actually just over 3.5 by 2 3/4, something like that. So you could put cookies in here, you could put presents, you could do Christmas themed ones and hang them on the tree. Oh, that would be super cute. You could turn them into almost like stockings to go on the tree with little presents in. You could do a countdown, you could do a hunt around the house for a vacation, put little gifts around the house and number them and give them a set of clues to find and put clues in each one that they have to open. That would be a super cute idea. So I thought I'd give you another couple of ideas of how to use this, and then we'll put one together because I've got one prepped for you. Now, let me move this stuff out of the way. pick a side, Sarah. I'm going to leave this up here so you can see it because I think it's adorable. So yeah, 165580 are the suitcases. Okay, this one I absolutely love. Now, I haven't put any tags or tabs or anything on this yet. I was just waiting for everything to glue down. How much do you love this one? Because I think it's adorable. I used the mini corrugated embossing folder, 3D embossing folder, and I embossed all of this cardstock. So first of all, while the box was flat, I used my blending brush and the cake crumb cardstock, and I just gently brushed the cake crumb all over the cardstock to change the color of it. That was the first thing I did. You can see that the embossing. I love it. It looks like it's tactile, so it feels really cool. Then I cut my cardstock pieces and I put them in the folder and I ran them through the folder. Then I took my cake crumb stamping spot. Now, you all know that if you're going to do the ink distressing direct to paper, you've got to use the ink spots. You can't use the big ink pad because they're too juicy. You can use this with the big ink pad, but if you try to swipe your ink down your paper, it's not going to work. You have to use the ink spots. So what I did is I did the corrugated texture, and then I came in with my ink spot and went over it, which is how come you can see all the darker lines on it. So some of them look darker, some of them look slightly lighter. It depends how much ink I put on them, and did that on all of the sections. Then I added in some of this brown cardstock. You can see this is pecan pie, and then I added some ribbon. Now this ribbon may not be available, so be kind to me. It's this is the, because it was on last chance, I think it's the pecan pie ribbon 162744. It may not be available, but I'm sure depending on what color cardstock you're using, you can find a ribbon that will coordinate. I had it and I loved it. And then these metal accents are the metal accents that coordinated with the Take Flight paper, and they are 163450, and they are these metal studs. I love them. They are, if I hold one up to the camera, I'm hoping you can see, they have almost like a star shape on the back of them, and that is so that you can use adhesive to glue them down. The glue gets up into those ridges and helps anchor them, and that's what they look like on the front. I know it's hard to see on the camera. I'm trying to do it. You might be able to see them better on the box, but these are super cute. They really are, these little rivets, and again, it opens exactly the same way. So I just sponged it, and then that's treat. So more of a masculine themed treat box, because so often we cover everything with flowers and we make it all foo-foo la-la, and we forget that the guys in our lives sometimes need a more masculine item. But I think they're lovely, and I just glued these down using the Tombow multi-liquid glue. I used that. It did take a little while to dry. They don't dry instantly, so you have to put them on and then set it to one side. But I think that is absolutely adorable. Isn't that cute? What do you think so far? Cute? Yes. All right, let's make another one then. So yeah, so this is one of the newer embossing folders, and I think it's kind of fun to use. All right, so here we go. Let's get on with the project that I'm actually going to make. So for this project, I went ahead and I've already stamped it. Just for speed, that's the only reason. It's just to make it slightly quicker, all right? And I'm using Notes and Totes. This is a brand new stamp set. It was released with the new annual catalogue. I love it. Sending more wishes, just a note, you earned it. Relax and enjoy. Newsflash, you're fabulous. Exclusive, just made for you. So great for the true story. And then the images. You've got flowers, you've got a sunshine, the water, and then the little hibiscus, which you can see I've stamped on the box. And then here are the dies. They are so much fun because they have everything that you need to create a little tote bag. So that tote can be used on the front of a card or on a layout, and you could put your journaling inside it. And so, what's this one called? Notes and Totes. It's all right. I was trying to find it in the new book for you so I can show you some artwork that they've done with it, because it is so stinking cute. So cute. So let me just show you. It's on page 81 of the brand new book. And as I see you, and if you need one of the books, just let me know. And so you can see where they've used it. They've used it on the front of a card. So that is this piece here. And then here is the handle, or here is a handle. Or you could use, there's another handle in here somewhere. Hang on a minute. I have to just rearrange my brain to look at it. These pieces are these pieces here. Am I missing a set of dies? Yes, I've obviously got another. I've got another set of dies. I got them out and didn't get both pieces out, because this piece here is that piece there. Okay. There's a tag. I know they must be here on the table because I have used them tonight. I'm sorry, people. I am up to my ears in. Here it is. Ta-da! There we go. I knew I got it here. So I just cut this piece smaller. So here is the handle. Okay, we've got little tags, little gift tags. We have sunglasses. So when you run this through, you can run it through your cardstock. It's going to cut the outside and then it's going to cut an inside. And you layer this piece on this piece, and then that way you can get a different colour on the inside of your lenses. Here's a little scarf. You know when you have those totally bougie bags that have the scarf tied to the handle? Well, here's your scarf. You've also got some other images. So here's your seashells, which I'm going to use tonight. You have a water bottle. You have with a what's it called? A handle. Here's a tube of lotion, and you can see here they've actually stamped the sunshine on the lotion bottle. So cute. I mean, could it get any cuter? You can see where they've used the hibiscus on here as well. I love it. I think it's so much fun. Again, they've put another lotion bottle inside this bag. It's a little difficult to see, but trust me, it's there. And then here's a pocket that would go on the front of a bag if you wanted to. So much fun. They've tied this to the top of a water bottle and added in some Crystal Light type, water flavorings, and you could put little chocolates in there. Now, the other fun thing you can do to get it as 3D is that you would cut two of these. So run it through your machine once, run it through again, and then you would overlap these sections so that it would become a 3D bag. I hope that makes sense. Put in the comments if it doesn't. This is adorable. The reference number for the bundle to get the stamps and the die, and you get it at a discount. Plus, remember, with Stampin' Rewards, you're going to get 10% towards your next order, is 165241, and you're going to find that on page 81 of your book. All right, so this is the stamp set I've used on this particular next little box that we're going to do. So you can see that I've already gone ahead and I've stamped that hibiscus on the outside. The outside has a matte surface. The inside, it feels a little bit more shiny. It feels more glossy because obviously that's the food safe side if you want to put food. I think myself I would probably still put cookies into a plastic bag, but technically you don't have to. All right, so let's decorate this up. I am going to put this together online so you can just see how easy it is. All you do is you go along, and I just went and folded along all of those tabs. Now, if you are going to cover the outside of your box with paper, then obviously it's going to cover this slit. And then all I did, let's take this one, it's just because it's closer. all I did is I just took my craft knife when I flipped it over, and I just took the craft knife end of my take a pick tool, and then just cut around it, and then just sliced through the ends and took that piece of paper out so that you could still slide the handle up. Okay, so it's very, very easy, and I obviously did the same thing with that one as well. So let me just put this back together again. For this one that I'm working on tonight, obviously I don't have anything to cut because we've stamped on the outside. We're not covering it with paper. All right, fold the ends in. Oops. Make sure you fold it on all the score lines. It makes it easier. So fold the corners in. You don't have to glue it. That bit just folds down and it catches inside. I hope you could see that, and I hope I was on camera. So it just folds down. So easy. Move that out of the way so you can see it. So fold the ends in, fold that over, tuck that through the little slit at the bottom, and you're done. Isn't that super cute? All right, this is going to fold out, and then this one, there's a score line there, and that folds up. Okay, so it'll fold like that. Now you could glue that piece down if you wanted to, but I didn't on any of mine that I'm making. All right, so here we go. Let's decorate up the panel. Now that just pokes through the hole. Push those into the sides as you would normally. And there you go. There's your little suitcase. All right, so cute. All right, so what I did is I took a piece of the new, oh goodness, I can't remember what it's called. Hang on. It is called the new Flower Garden Foils 165511. And this is beautiful paper. You get 3 colours in this pack. They are Cloud Cover, Pretty in Pink, and Strawberry Slush. And you get, love it. I love it when you get lots in a pack. Hang on. I'm trying to get them all out. So these are the 3 colours. Let me get the cardboard out of the way. So those are the 3 colours. So you have 3 that have a geometric pattern on them, and let me pull them up to the camera to make sure that you can see them. Oh yes, you can see that geometric pattern. So it's almost like lines going each way, but they almost form like a honeycomb or a star. Super fun. And then in the same 3 colours, you're going to get this floral effect too. So this Cloud Cover, it's like a blue-grey. It's one of the new colours, and Strawberry Slush is this red colour. It's lovely. It's a really soft red. I love it. So I've already cut my piece to size, which is 3.5, so it's 3.5 by 2 3/4. So that's Sunten Go Kokero. No, Sunten Go Kokero Ni Ten Nanago Dozo. Right. So 3.5. 2 3/4 by 3.5. Yeah. All right. So I'm also using those notes and totes, which we just used. So I'll pull this out so that you can see the dies and what I've done, because I've already stamped and prepped everything ready, because you don't need to see me do this. I took this wood grain die, okay, and I took my cardstock and did what I always do, and I'm showing on the piece that I cut out. You can see that I dragged that little ink spot with the cake crumb down my white cardstock, my basic white cardstock, and then I cut out these wood grain pieces. Okay, so there's a long skinny piece on this die, so you could make a fence. So this long skinny piece would go down, and then you could make a fence and have these as the horizontal members. I don't want to do that. I'm just using this as background. So I'm going to just use my adhesive. If I was adhesive, I would be here. There we go. And I am going to, I don't need to go all the way to the very end. I don't, because I'm going to stagger them on my cardstock. All right. So I'm going to use these as a background. I'm not going to use these as a fence. I just want to add something. So they're not going to all be the same length. It's just to create a background, but I think these are so fun. Okay, something like that. All right, take my scissors and we'll just snip off the extra. All right, perfect. So as I said, I went ahead and prepped everything just to make it a little bit faster. I stamped up exclusive, made just for you, from a stamp set, and we're going to add that, and I know I'm going to need 3D foam tape on it. Of course I am. We need Stampin' Dimensionals on everything, right? Not sure where I'm going to put it, but we'll find a place for that in a minute. We're also going to use some of the strawberry slush twine that came in this bundle. So, because obviously it all coordinates. I've already cut out my seashells and I've already cut out the starfish. So again, these are the dies from this set. Here's the seashell and here's the starfish. Now, what I discovered when I cut this out, that the center actually comes up like a snail shell. So if you see, I've put 3D foam right in the center, and I'm going to add adhesive to the outside edge of it only, so that when I stick it down, it almost gives you that shell shape. So I'm going to be a little bit careful with this. So when I push that down, hang on, let me hold it up so you can see it. Oops, under the light, sorry, is good. You can see that it has that oh, come on camera. It has that textured snail shell kind of effect, which I really, really like. All right, let's keep playing. I also did bring in one of the puffy shapes from this set, and I went ahead with my sponge and I just sponged a little bit of this same color cake crumb ink on it just to soften it, because I didn't want it to look so white. Now you can see that my starfish, even though they're cut out of the same color, look darker because I took them and I pushed them into the ink pad to make them very inky. So that's darkened them, because same color cardstock but inked as well, just where you get the same color difference when you rub the ink on it. Here you can see it clearly. Same thing with this, and then I went over it with my Wink of Stella as well. All right, so this is one of those cards which I'm going to build up as I go. So I've still got this on the plastic sheeting. What I do is I trim it down to the same size, more or less, as I don't take it all the way off because I need to be able to pull it off. But that way, because it's clear, I can tuck it in and I can see where I want the pieces to be when I glue them down. Now what I also did is I stamped the flowers, the same flower, and you can see I stamped it in, what colour was it? Lemon Lime Twist, which is this yellowy green, which is really pretty. I think that's a really nice colour, and I think it goes really nicely with that strawberry slush colour. So I stamped the flowers twice because this is the whole image. So I stamped those flowers, and then I stamped them again in the pink, and I'm going to lay the pink over the top of the green. This is called paper piecing. It's a bit like a jigsaw. So I didn't need to cut the whole flower out because it's going to be covered anyway, but I did need a point of reference to be able to glue my flowers down in the right place. I'm going to use a little bit of the Tombow glue. It just makes it easier. And we'll just put a little squidge. That's a technical term. Like a whisker. You know all the technical terms that I use. Squidge, whisker, you know. And then somewhere are my trusty tweezers. My nails are long, so please bear with me. I know, I love my nails. I'm not going to give them up anytime soon, so I can just hold it in place. Oops. Because obviously, because the cardstock is wet, sorry, because the glue is wet, they want to slither. So they slide until it doesn't take many seconds to just become tacky, but it's enough that you can wiggle stuff around and get it in exactly the right place. before you let it set. Yeah, it was right. It's starting to go tacky already. There we go. There. So now I have my pink flowers with my green leaves. So I can build up my scene using the leaves. I think I need this one to be up a bit more. I don't know whether I should have stuck that flower down straight away. I think I was a bit preemptive with the old seashell. Yeah, we need some, let's stick some 3D foam tape on. It always makes it easier when it stands where you need it to be. And that 3D foam tape will also help, while that glue is drying, it'll help anchor those two layers together. You know we're going to pop all three of them up. Right, there we go. That makes it a whole lot easier. I think this is cute. Okay, let's stick a flower up there. And this is exactly what you need to do when you're creating and you're like, oh, I'm not sure where these pieces go. There, I love that. All right, so let's stick this down. Now I can see where I want it. Because it's adhesive on the back, obviously leaving that little bit of white, sorry, that little bit of clear card plastic on the back means that you can move it around without gluing it down where you don't want it to be. So it gives you a good idea of, no, that's too low. Woo, move up a bit. Move up a little bit. There we go. Straight's good. So how fun would this be if you're going on vacation with somebody to make these cute little gift boxes, and you could put whatever you wanted into them. Yep, there. And I'm just going to glue that to the top. Let's pop it in. We'll put glue on his legs. Just a little spot. And then whatever he touches, he will glue to. Yes. Cute. And we'll just hold him still a minute while he glues down. Oh, I love this. This is so much fun. Do you like it? I'll put some gems on it in a minute. I did get gems out. I don't know where they are. They're somewhere on my desk. Cunningly disguised. Something totally different. I have cardstock for days. It's all over my desk. It's all over the floor. It's all over the bed. It's all over the table. The kits are almost done for Mega Meet, which starts on Thursday. I've got almost all the pieces cut. I've just got a couple more spare pieces to cut just in case anybody makes a mistake. How cute is this? Do you love it? I might actually add this piece in. Oh, look at that. Love it when a plan comes together. So cute. All right. And where's the top of the box? Making sure I'm not gluing it on the back. I'm going to use some of this liquid glue again to glue it down. Just because it gives me some wiggle room on the box. This is so cute. Oh my giddy aunt. How cute is this? Cho kawaii for my Japanese ladies. This is so cute. I've got another seashell here. Do I need? Oh, you see now, because this is a glossy surface, you have to be a little bit careful because it's not going to be sticky straight away. I don't think it needs it. I don't think it needs. Oh, look at me walking away. What I forgot to do is add in any of this loopy stuff, but that's okay. We don't want to waste it. So we're going to loop the twine. Does it even need it? To be honest with you, Sarah's kitchen sink box is almost full. I don't actually think it needs any. I really don't. What we could do though, so she getting all artsy fartsy. So how good do you think my bow tying is? I'm going to do it through 3 levels. Did I stretch out enough? That's the question. Okay, hang on. there's so many loops. Come here. 1, 2, 3. Right. Okay. It's so much easier when you're not tying it around a handle and your nails aren't 1.5 inches long. This might be a give up, but I refuse to be beaten. Yes, got it. Okay, hang on. You always pull from the back of the bow, and unfortunately, because I've got the cardboard handle and I'm trying to do it with a short piece of twine, it makes it there a little bit more of a challenge. Okay, so that is the end of that, and then okay, which was the bow, right? And then that bit is that one. Okay, got it. Whew, that was a little bit more crazy than it needed to be, but hey, if there's a difficult way to do it, you know Sarah's probably going to find it. Those are the ends. I'm just trying to wiggle it round to the front a little bit. That way. And pull that one. Yes, cute, cute, cute. Super, super cute. Let's roll it. Come on, bow. I'm determined to do it if it kills me. There, that's better. There, I like that. Ha, fun. All right, let's find some gems for it, because I know I got them out. And if I was a gem, where would I be? Here's the question. I may put them away because I was working on 47 other projects when I was, I know where they are, they're right here. Now these might be a little bit big. These are new. These are called the Adhesive Backed Pearl Trios 163319. And I really kind of like these. Yeah, we'll put in some of these. I'll just pick them up. Oh, this is so pretty. It kills me, the fact that the camera doesn't show just how stinking cute it is. The camera never does these projects justice, because this is absolutely adorable. Let me move some of this out of the way. Let me find my Wink of Stella, because the one last thing I want to do, just make sure it's not overly wet, right, is to come in very carefully and just colour in the centres of those hibiscus. We say hibiscus, you say hibiscus. I don't know how you pronounce it where you live, but that's okay. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is beyond cute. Let me hold it up to the camera and hopefully it'll focus on it. Look at that, isn't it adorable? Do you love it? I am thrilled with it. There we go, I've managed to get my bow to the front as well. How cute is that? So cute. I'm going to fiddle with this more and get it to go tighter. I might try again with it. Actually, I'll tell you what I'll do to make this even better. Yes. Well, once I stick it on, it's not going to go through the hole. That's the problem. So once I've tied that on, let me untie it. We're going to have to rethink this, because once the bow's on, you can't get the handle through the slit. Paper engineering at its finest, right? So, I still like the idea of the triple bow. Right, see, it's so much easier when you do it without the handle. So much easier, she says, laughingly. It is, honestly. There, look at that. Oops. Just get hold of that loop. Again, the long nails. The only thing I can't usually do in person is jewellery. Necklaces are a nightmare. That's why I have 3 men in the house. There, I mean, look how cute that is. Okay, so much cuter. Just trim those ends. Okay, so where can I put the bow? Okay, let's take up this gem. know when something isn't quite right and you know you need to get it right? Well, this is one of those things. Okay, so here are my mini glue dots. And they are on this side here. So let's put my bow on a glue dot. I love the triple layering of the twine. Love, 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 love. Okay. I love that. Let's pull that just a whisker shorter. Now it's stuck to my finger. They are super sticky. It's not going to come off your project, which is nice to know. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. We like that. We like that. Now, where does that gem need to go again? Super cute. Nope. Somewhere in here. There. Okay. I like that way better. How sweet is that? So, note to self, do not tie anything to the handle unless it's going to be sealed and you want the box ripped up. But if they want to use the box again, if you put something on the handle, they're not going, it won't slide in and out of this little hole at the top. But how cute is that? I love it. So 3 different styles, sort of more of a modern one, a very girly one. This is a very Sarah one, and then more of a masculine version for the guys in your life. So I hope you've had fun with me and with the notes and totes and with the on the go and with these adorable treat boxes, which I think everybody in the planet needs a set of them. And so you get 12 in the pack, so they are really, really reasonably priced for them. They're really, really nice. So I hope you've had fun with me. I will not be here next Tuesday. I will be at Disney sitting by the pool with a cocktail. That is my goal for next Tuesday. You have no idea how much I need it. And so I will be back the following Tuesday. Make sure you go check out my website, sarahbatkin.stampinup.net, and go and look at all of the brand new papers and stamps and dies and embossing folders and scrapbook kits and card ideas and all of the fabulosity that makes Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! I'll see you next week. Have a great, I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Have a great 2 weeks wherever in the world you're watching from. Bye.